I'm going to do 3 quick questions, and then we're going to run to a break and head to our last section. But there were a few questions that came in. And Meredith, first up, churches that are interested in kind of diving into video creation, but they maybe haven't done it before. They feel like maybe they don't have the know-how to actually go about it. What would you recommend or suggest to some church that wants to kind of dip their toe in or kind of jump in?
Right. I think some of the most calming phrases that you could say to people who want to start video is that it's okay to use your iPhone. iPhones take great videos. And also starting with the youth. They're already taking videos on Snapchat and Instagram. It's just another turn. They just turn their phone this way and take videos of whatever's going on campus. And all the iPhones and iPads come with iMovie now. So it's even less intimidating to edit. You just throw it all in, and you can even choose music and do clips like that. So it's not this super huge production. Something easy to start with would be a fun thing. Like we've got BBS coming up. So it'd be cool to just give the iPad to one of our high school ministry partners and just say, hey, go film games for the next 20 minutes. And then we'll put it all together. Something fun that you don't necessarily have to have dramatic lighting and dramatic music with it. Just something easy that they can grab.
Awesome. And I've been recommended to say that Android works great too. Samsung too. So for those of us that are also in that. So, but that's a good helpful tip. Thank you. One more question. Miriam, there are lots of ways to try to reach out and connect with people and try to recruit these volunteers. When you're going out and kind of seeking volunteers, what's the #1 kind of vehicle or method that you use to recruit somebody to the team?
Word of mouth.
Yeah.
Me just going straight to them and saying, hey, I've heard you tell this story. Could you write that up for me? Or, hey, I see you love to take video if it's one of your youth. Could you go out and get me some video and then bring it back to me? So don't put a blanket ask out. You can do that, but you may not like who you get, and you may not get anybody. Most likely you won't get anybody. It's intimidating, but if they can have a one-on-one conversation with me and I can answer questions directly to them exactly right when I'm asking them, they are much more likely to say yes to what I'm asking them to do. So word of mouth. I went directly to most of my volunteers. I just got referrals and I'd go and ask them.
Referrals, that's good. Did your church ever do like a survey form? Maybe you send it out in the bulletin, kind of a gifts assessment type of thing?
So we do have an online, like an online directory, and in that they can say what they might be interested in doing. I can't think of anybody that I got from that. Maybe one, awesome. But really, most of those just don't turn out people any longer. They want the personal ask, and they want to be able to have a conversation right away about what it is you're asking them to do. We're too busy, and so we think we can't do it. And so if I can go to them and say, here's what I'm asking, here's how much time I think it'll take, you can make it as perfect as you want or as not perfect as you want. Give me what you can. Sure. Then they were more likely to say yes. And same with your staff too. The staff has a lot of stuff on their plates, but if I can say to them, hey, you're already doing this, can you just get it to me and I'll edit it, or I'll do this for you. Or if I can, you kind of alleviate some of the burden when you talk to them one-on-one.
That's helpful feedback. I think I'd probably go back saying, I can do a gifts assessment, but it's good to know, like, go straight to the person. And keep an open community like that. Thanks for that. Yep. And then we had a question come in about storytelling. What is the typical word length of a story that is considered readable? And can you give tips in writing good excerpts?
Oh, I guess I would say for our the print, the connecting point that we do, and for blogs, I typically say 500 words is going to be a good place. I see Miriam nodding. You're much more familiar with this probably than I. So, okay, yeah I would say about that. I'm going to be able to bring people in, but also I believe Evan mentioned at the beginning with video, if you see the length, then sometimes you're not going to have the audience engaged. So I do on that, if I have a longer blog, I really love the read more tag in WordPress especially. That's very helpful. because you can catch the gist of it, but then if you want to dig in a little bit more. And then, Seth, what was the second part of that question? I'm sorry.
Oh, no, that's fine. They were asking any tips on writing good excerpts, something really.
Look for the action is what I would say. You want to identify the key player, set it up, and let them know what they're getting into and if it's going to be worth their time. So action and key players is what I would say to look for.
Key player, I love that. Thank you. Thank you all for your presentations today. That's so beneficial, I think, to me, hopefully everybody else as well. But I've learned a lot. So thank you. We are going to head into one last break right now, and then come back with two presentations. One, we're going to kind of bring it back together. Peter's going to be back with us to talk about the anatomy of a communication plan. And then we're going to talk about, finally, 4 best practices for social media ministry as we go. So we'll be back soon. Thank you.